This is for anyone but Lauren because it's about you. But Lauren went on a 12-point run in the second quarter. What does it mean to have her come back for a fifth year this year? Like, what does she bring to this team that's so valuable?
Man, Lauren brings a lot. Honestly, on the court and off the court. I think she brings more off the court than anything. Just her leadership, and the type of person she is. I think she really kind of is the glue to this team. She brings us together, and I mean, on the court, obviously, she shoots the light out of the ball, and just spreads the floor, honestly.
Well, for Lauren specifically, what does it mean to you to have a career night on your last night here at Welsh-Ryan?
Yeah. No, it's awesome. You know, I was just letting it fly, but really, I was just having fun out there. I knew this was my last time on this court with these guys, and, you know, I knew I came back for a reason, and I didn't know what it was. It wasn't to just play basketball, but I think it was specifically to grow closer with this class and have moments like that. So I'm so excited. I'm happy. And, yeah, shout out my teammates, though. They put me in the right position to score the ball.
Veronica, it's for you. I think it's a big night for all of you. It's for some of you, it's the last night here, but I'll address to you and then anybody else. Like, how does it feel just knowing that?
Yeah. I mean, it's a surreal feeling. It's just gone by so fast, and I don't know. It's so special, I think, to be a student athlete at Northwestern and to kind of get this experience and to know that was the last time I will be playing on that court. It means a lot, and I think I couldn't have asked for a better night, a better game, and better teammates, honestly. So it was the perfect night.
I want to go to Courtney. I don't know if you remember, but we talked a couple weeks ago, and you told me that you told me that you weren't sure whether it would be your last year or not. Has there been any progress to that decision?
I think right now I'm just really focused on this team right now and getting us a bid to the tournament. I think that question will come to fruition soon. But yeah, I'm just really locked into this season, I think.
Yeah, speaking of the tournament, what is the mentality going into the rest of the season? Big Ten tournament coming up, all of that. What is that like?
I'll go. I think we're all really driven to win. We're all on the same page. It's like an all or nothing approach. We know that we need to win every game from here on. So we're gonna do everything we can, leave it all out on the floor, and just fight for each other.
I got a few questions. Jess, first start, made the three early. What was that like for you?
Oh, that was a lot. Man, that was a lot. It was really exciting because I went out there and I knew that I could shoot the ball. I just had to back myself in that moment. But I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else other than my basketball sisters in my class. Yeah, it was special.
Sid, I got one for you. You know, the video that went out this week, everyone was talking about Coach Sid. You know, what's it been like this year? I know it must have been hard, but how have you adapted to this role?
Yeah, it's definitely been different, but I've tried to still be useful to the team in different ways than what I'm used to in my time here. So I kind of try to take on the role of passing down my experience to especially the freshmen and the younger people who haven't had as much opportunity to get on the court until this year. So I kind of just try to shift and still be a part of the team in any way that I can.
Last one for whoever. You know, there's a lot of metrics you can use to measure success, but by any way you look at it, this class is one of the most successful, if not the most successful in program history. There's a lot more left to play, but what does that feel for you guys? How do you guys feel about where you stand in history?
I'll say something about this class because it's not my original class. But no, when they came in, they had a different type of swagger. They brought an intense culture, and I think when they came in, they wanted to win and they wanted to impact Northwestern. And I think all the classes that were before them just fed off of it. And you know, their freshman year, we went to the WNIT and, made some noise. And I really think that elevated, just their class in general to get to this point now. And you just see the growth. So I'm super proud of them. Super happy I got to play another year with them. But yeah, super proud of this class. They've done so much for Northwestern, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed at all.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From head coach Joe McKeown, and then we will go into questions.
So just amazing. We won a Big Ten championship when they were sophomores, never got to play in the NCAA tournament, would have hosted here, would have had it sold out. I feel like we could have made a run at the Final Four. Last year, we never got to play 9 non-conference games. So, there's probably a bunch of wins in there. This year, we had a lot of cancellations. So they've had a lot of adversity thrown at them, and all they've done is respond. And just really proud of them. And obviously, Veronica's, having one of the incredible years in college basketball. But all these guys bring it every day. And Jess could not get out of Australia, didn't get to play. I mean, imagine your college career, and you can't even get to school, and that's been some of the things that they've had to deal with. So really proud of all of them, and feel like I've been lucky to have them in our program.
Coach, you mentioned that they went through a lot of adversity. Courtney actually mentioned to me during that losing streak earlier in the year that it was the first time that the seniors went through that. And then now they've been able to kind of get out of it and be really successful, especially with the young players on the team. Can you talk about their impact to the youth of this team?
Yeah, and that's a good point. It's a monster league. You got great teams. So, you're going to go through. 2 years ago we were 16-2 in the Big Ten. So we had that on cruise control. Where this year, everybody in our league is good. So, you're going to take some hits along the way, and it's really how you bounce back. And I think those guys never let the younger players forget, who they are, what they're part of, and how important it is to keep everybody together. Because we talk a lot about nobody really cares, unfortunately, what you do in November, but in college basketball, last week of February into March. Yes, we're seeing that. February when we beat Michigan, I thought that was just a great shot in the arm for our whole team, our whole program, and we played really well, on the road this month. So I think it's the leadership. Anytime you got a Veronica Burton on your team, I don't care who you play, you're going to have a chance.
Lauren Satterwhite's just exploding right now. Can you talk about she's hitting her peak at the end of the season, how important that is, and having her here for a 5th year, just what she's brought to this team?
Yeah, we had a conversation, and it lasted about 2 hours last spring, and we went back and forth on, on pros and cons of coming back. She had graduated, she had internships, opportunities, and it was really her that said, I want to be part of this again. So, I just tried to explain what could happen. And we just really broke it down for a long time, and never forget that conversation. And here she is, senior night, ×2 for her, and just play one of her best games.
Coach, I know you still got a bunch of games after this with the tournament, and then and you've spoken a lot about Veronica, but it is her last game here. Could you kind of put a capper on that part of her career?
Yeah, I feel like it's hard. I've coached a lot of I've been very fortunate to coach a lot of great players here at other schools, pros, and she's just special. She just, every day she walks on the court, she's the first one in, last one to leave, hardest worker. So when your best player is your hardest worker, it just inspires, your whole team. It inspires our staff and me, and just really special. So, you know, what she's done for our program, and you know, you see, I mean, you know, you get kids coming up to her from everywhere. She just has that charisma. She's so humble that you know, it's hard to explain how good she really is. I see it every day, so you know, I probably got a inside look at it. But you know, her decision making and her commitment is amazing. And yeah, I mean, maybe we can play a game tomorrow night, get everybody back here. I don't know, but it's tough. And appreciate the crowd. The crowd tonight was great for, you know, Thursday night, senior night. So to get everybody out here tonight says a lot about her too, and the rest of these guys. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.